Deuce Vaughn in there, chip blocking him.
You think he'll
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what that means. It's time for this segment. So hot, we put it into an ointment, and my grandmother rubs it on her knees when it rains out. It's upset alert. Here are the upset alert standings through week 4. Brew, 5.5 points. You've had several of your picks cover and some outright wins. I got an outright win last week, which was really easy. I just picked the Vikings. And Coach and Greg are running away with it. So, Coach, you were in the driver's seat. Who do you have this week?
Okay, I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals.
Wow.
This one, if this hits,
another big
we're
one.
done.
I told you, swing for the fist. What they gonna have,
Another
70
big
points
one.
if you get that one?
So the teams they lost to are combined 12-3. Okay, so they've lost to some really good teams. And you heard what Kyle Shanahan said about Kyler Murray and how good he's playing. Well, let's take a look at how good he's playing, because realistically, it matches up in terms of his completion percentage, TD to interception, passer rating, yards per pass, yards per rush are all the best except for one, which is second best of his career. So you've got that component to it. James Conner's running the ball really well. The connection with Marvin Harrison has come on and will continue to grow. But I think more importantly, this is so important to the Cardinals. This game is so important to them, where for the 49ers, as they look ahead, they play Seattle on Thursday night, and then they've got Kansas City. They could easily be saying, all right, we just got to get through this game because we've got to deal with the Seahawks on Thursday. So I think there's a dramatically different mindset going into this game. And for Kyler, he's probably tired of hearing about what a disappointment he's been, you know, in terms of what he should be. And now his numbers are bearing out something totally different. So add in the San Francisco injuries. I like it.
Wow. If they win this one, they're
running away with it.
You might not be catchable. All right. I obviously need to go big game honey. All right, I need a huge upset
just
here.
pick one that you want. Don't let the rules start to skew you.
I got to get back in this race. I
like
can't
it,
be last. And I actually think this one could happen. Nick is not going to like it.
What's he doing?
But the Saints, we're going to have it on the bottom, will go marching into Kansas City and get a win. Here's the thing, Nick. The Chiefs aren't going 17-0. They're going to lose to a team they shouldn't lose to, just like they lost to Denver last year, just like they lost to Indianapolis the year before. It just happens in the NFL.
Okay, sure.
All right? And I think the Saints are a pretty good team. Obviously, the Chiefs don't have Rashee Rice. We saw last year, at least during the regular season, even they had Rashee, but what they looked like without a good receiver at that. And Rashee was good, but not great. And so now they don't have him. I think that's going to be a problem. And the great Patrick Mahomes, and you probably know this, Nick, has lost his last 2 games on Monday nights.
Oh, I didn't know
Christmas Day.
Well, that wasn't night. That was day.
But Monday.
Oh,
Monday.
okay.
Monday.
He lost to the Raiders. He lost to the Raiders on Christmas Day. And then before that, they lost to Philadelphia, which was about to spiral into its supernatural funk. I argue they were already in that funk. It was coming in, and Mahomes, lost those games. So lost his last 2 games on Monday. The Saints go marching in.
Like the pick, Brew. Like it.
Really?
I understand if you feel like the Saints are going to cover, because the Chiefs play nothing but close games, even though they've oddly, they've beaten 2 of their 4 opponents by 7 that would cover this. Picking the Saints to win this game outright, especially with the injuries to their center and their left guard, where Chris Jones is going to wreak havoc the entire game, and it scared Derek Carr, is not good Derek Carr. Also, the Chiefs' success this year against other teams' running backs, like their yards per carry allowed to the other team's primary running back is less than 3. I hate this pick for you, Brew. I want you to do well. I don't want Coach and Greg to run away with it. If you loved it so much, you would have picked it. Yes, you would have wanted to stick it to me.
I like my pick better. What do you? I can love both.
2 big upsets.
Yeah, Wild's trying to go for 2 in a row.
Come on, Kevin.
It's time now for the Puck Tonight Philly Football and make his upset alert. Why do they call you Puck Tonight Philly Football? Because
I didn't see you on the.
You live with fur and covered in log? Whatever. I don't play by the rules. I'm not trying to win. I'm just here to spit facts. The Dolphins are probably going to upset the Patriots.
1 point?
Is that even allowed? A 1 point upset?
I'm just telling the truth, okay, guys? it's something that I see happening.
They will.
So it hurts my heart. Unfortunately, the Dolphins are going to beat the Patriots. And I know what you're thinking. Hold on. I watch the show religiously. Didn't you say that since Tua's been hurt, that the Dolphins have been pretty much last
Awful.
in everything, yards per play? Well, they're last in points, but yards per play, 31st, last in 30. Oh my gosh. The problem is, see that 31st right there? Gosh darn it. Not great. So if there's one team that they can't outscore, it's the poor Patriots. The reason why is we can't throw the ball down the field. Fewest 10-yard or whatever. You get it. We can't throw the ball for a first down. So all we get is single high safeties, which means there's another guy roaming around, which the chain reaction is then we can't run the ball.
Drake May come in the second half.
Hello?
Victory.
All I'm hearing is Drake May's not ready. But now we're also starting to get a little bit of tumult in the locker room where the receivers are starting to get a little bit upset. Like, you sure you want me to run this 30-yard post route for fun? Over and over? So here's the only, and again, I'm here to be a solutions guy, not a problems guy. Just an idea, okay? Little League Baseball, coached my son's team a while ago. 10 warm-up pitches, okay? 9 right down the middle, off the plate a little bit. Throw that 10th pitch right to the backstop. Wild. Just so the batter's like, what's going on up here?
That's what the little leaguers
That was
do?
your strategy?
Trying to scare the other 9-year-olds?
Yeah, just gun
the other dugout.
Get him?
You must have been popular with the parents.
Well, it's just a story, for God's sakes. In any event, Jacoby Brissett, we're not going to throw the ball down the field, but maybe sometime in the first quarter, just air one out as far as possible somewhere on the field, so maybe we have a little bit of respect.
But aren't you picking the Dolphins?
Yeah, but
So why are you giving the
Bart's not
Patriots,
there.
right? Okay, Wiles, I think it's a good pick. You might even see it.
What's he gonna get, a point?
You'd get 4. If four,
not what it's
you
about.
get 3.
It's about being
yeah,
right.
Brew's too competitive. Time now
For Nick's picks.
Nick's picks. Thank you. Last week, tough one, 1-2, and it is the toughest type of 1-2. Look at the Falcons. They won the game. They won the game by 2 points. We needed them to win the game by 3 points, and shame on me for doubting Caleb. I deserve to lose, to be honest with you. So 1-2, 6-6 on the year. And I'd love to just give you my picks this week. But this morning, working out, training for the triathlon, watching breakfast balls I do every morning.
Okay.
And I see Danny Parkins. He's doing a pick segment. That's fine. I didn't invent pick segment. I stole it from Colin, who stole it from other people. We all do it. But then I see Danny. He's doing it. Well, just watch what he's doing. It's unbelievable.
When I go against the supposed gambling expert and star at this network, my good friend Nick Wright, I crush him.
Yes.
Here's the proof.
We've talked about this game a ton. It's America's Game of the Week. People say, oh, it's going to be a tough one. Ravens -1.5 going to Dallas. They are going to run the ball, and Dallas won't be able to stop the run.
I do like Dallas this week. I do think Baltimore falls to 0-3.
Final pick, guilty as charged. The Chicago Bears, -3.
Rams +3. One day Caleb will be better than Matt Stafford. He's not yet. Just a total betrayal.
Yeah.
A total absolute betrayal. And by the way, it's not only that I've known Danny for 20 years, the producer of that show used to produce this show, and he was in on it. It's a total betrayal. And so Danny said, he's doing Niners -7.5. Okay, great, buddy. Cardinals +7.5. Me and Coach are going to crush you.
Nice.
We're going to crush you. So there's the first pick. It's all the things Coach said plus. Dogs of 6 or more are 14-2-1 this year against the spread. And teams that got blown out the week before that are big dogs the next week, historically 62% against the spread. Purdy is 9-12 as a 4-point favorite at larger. And the Fred Warner injury concerns me because that Niners defense has not been good even with him, and he's been awesome. So Cardinals +7.5. Next, Minnesota, laying the 2. No problem. Give me a break here.
Love it.
London favorites are 30-15 against the spread. This is as big of a coaching mismatch as you're going to see in the NFL this year. And Sam Darnold revenge game.
Big
That's
time.
what some people are saying. And last one, I'm with old KW. Miami +1. Miami's season's on the line here. And Miami goes into this game saying, you know what? Win this game, get to our bye. Tua might come back, stabilize everything. They're not ready to punt on the season. New England's playing the wrong quarterback, and New England is the worst team in football. They should not be a favorite over anyone under any circumstances unless they're playing a MAC team.
Okay.
They're not going to be a favorite over the Dolphins, so I'll take the Dolphins getting one. So, in the Danny Parkins challenge match, that Charlatans, Arizona +7.5, Minnesota -2, Miami +1. Those are the picks. That's a 3-0 weekend, Wilds. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.